Um, that's so stockfish versus a random chess engine. Stockfish is white. And it was really good. It was a crazy game. So it starts off with the very classical e4, e5, knight, f3, knight, c6, bishop, c4, knight, f6, knight, g5, d5, d takes d5, knight, f5, bishop, b5, check, c6, d takes c6, d takes c6, bishop, e2, h6, knight, h3, bishop, d6. Everyone should know this opening. It is the Italian game knight attack, Polario, bishop check, Schule Steinitz variation. It's very classical. Everyone should know it. It's like the most amazing opening ever. I'm kidding. It's a terrible opening. It's not a terrible opening. It's just hard to remember the name of it, so I'd recommend not learning it. So d3. The point of this being knight to d2, castles, knight to d2. Now queen to c7 doesn't really matter. Knight g1, bishop to f5. Now knight to f3. That was the whole point of knight g1. Rook to d8, castles, rook b8. This is just moves. They're just moving pieces. King to h1 for no reason at all. Bishop to c5. Queen to e1. a6. a3 threatens to fork. I don't know why I have this arrow here. Nope, I don't want this arrow. I want to go like this. Okay, so this threatens to fork like this. So bishop to a7. Now white kicks his knight. Knight b7. Knight to c4. Now e4 takes. Bishop to b2. Queen to c8. This is a terrible move. I don't know why. Just deal with it. Knight to h4. So this attacks the bishop. And after bishop to e6, f3, knight to g5. Now knight to e5, knight d6, bishop to d3. Now c5. And now f4. This is a really weird tactic. It says it kicks a knight, it actually also wins a knight. Because it says c4, this loses a knight, but the position was losing no matter what. The best move is obviously this. But now white has a huge positional advantage for some reason. But c4, so white just takes the free knight. Now takes, now you take, now they take. And now queen to g3. You see, the point is that you're attacking this pawn. It's a checkmate threat, so you actually can't take this bishop. So what they do is defend the checkmate threat. But white has another trick up their sleeve. This is the whole game, pretty much. This one move is the whole game. Ready? Knight to g6. This does nothing, it looks like. Okay, so what it does is threatens a mate in 3. Check. King has to take. Queen h5 check. King goes back. Check. Takes. Queen h5 check. King goes back. And checkmate. On here. So white has to do something. Black has to do something about this. So what he could do is just take. So this is a really simple mate in 6, right? h7 check. If white just goes here, now rook f8 check. White takes and it's mate. So instead of that, hang on, wait, let me get back to where I was. So instead of doing that, white goes. So instead of doing this, black goes this. And now, queen takes g6 check. If king h8, then rook to f8 is checkmate after bishop to g8 and knight to f7 mate. So instead, king to g8. Now we have the very nice what do we have the very nice? We have the very nice queen to e6 check. Now if they go here, you check, they go there and you checkmate. So instead of doing that, they go like this, So instead, you check them. If they go back, then rook f8 is a simple checkmate. And if not, rook f8 is a mate in 2, where you sacrifice the rook. Now, king takes f8 is forced, and checkmate. So obviously, we can't take the pawn, because that's a really easy mate in 6 to see. I mean, like, who wouldn't see that mate in 6? Like, let's be honest. So instead, black decides to go queen d2. Point is, check, if takes, then queen h5 check, but now black can just block. However, they overlooked knight to e7 check. Now, king goes to h7. You take, you're threatening to promote, and you're also threatening to take this pawn, because if they take back, then you just promote with, no. Why can you take this pawn? What? That's confusing. I don't know why you can just take the pawn, but the point is it's threatening promotion. So now knight f6, you're stopping promotion. Rook takes f6 because that's free. Now bishop f2, rook takes f2 because that's also free. Queen to h6, and now rook takes f7, which is actually a brilliant move, because say you take, right? You see now you take back and you're forced. And that's really bad. That's actually what happens. And now queen to h5, knight takes d8, free rook. After all, queen to d1. Black can't do anything to stop promotion here, so he's just stalling. And he could just take the free piece, but now white has another mate in 3, that being queen's check and mate. So instead of because of the bishop all the way over here, so instead of doing that, instead of taking the free rook, queen d1 check, they take, and instead of taking it, because of an easy checkmate, that looks like this, they go rook to b6, stopping that checkmate. But now, you just queen, check, and then checkmate. Yeah, that's pretty cool. In fact, that's insane. And this was played with 10 seconds on each clock, by the way. 10 freaking seconds. So, Stockfish thought of all that in 10 seconds. Actually, technically, Stockfish thought of all that in, like, 2 seconds. No, more like half a second. Because, yeah, he definitely calculated the brilliant move in, like, half a second. So yeah, that's crazy. Bye. This video was exactly 8 minutes and seconds. Just kidding. It's actually 8 minutes and 7 seconds.